President Bush is on his way home tonight from an economic summit in China. It was his first trip overseas since the September 11th attacks. And as ABC's White House correspondent Terry Moran reports, the subject of terrorism overshadowed everything else.
Cutting an already abbreviated trip even shorter, President Bush left Shanghai late Sunday night local time, heading home. This meeting of Pacific Rim leaders was supposed to focus on economics. This year, as the first major gathering of world leaders since September 11th, it was dominated by talk of terrorism. Chinese President Zhang read the summit's joint statement.
We condemned in the strongest term the attack as an affront to peace, prosperity, and the security of all people.
Though that statement did not specifically endorse the U.S. actions in Afghanistan in deference to the concerns of Muslim nations, President Bush declared the summit a diplomatic success.
The people of the United States need to know that we're not conducting these operations alone. We've got universal support around the world.
White House officials pointed to the 21-nation summit's counterterrorism plan, which included pledges to cut off terrorism financing, boost security at airports and ports throughout the Pacific region, and tighten porous border controls. Late Sunday, Mr. Bush met with Russian President Putin. President Bush said he would push forward with missile defense plans and pull out of the anti-ballistic missile treaty.
The events of September 11th make it clearer than ever that a Cold War ABM treaty that prevents us from defending our people is outdated and, I believe, dangerous.
The two men will meet again in November, when Putin indicated he might be open to a deal on missile defense.
We are prepared to discuss that with our American partners.
Presidents Bush and Putin also said they would dramatically reduce offensive nuclear weapons, and they promised to crack down on the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. More signs of how the events of September 11th have drawn the two nations and the two presidents closer together. Terry Moran, ABC News, with the president in Shanghai.
Still ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday, Israeli tanks in the West Bank. Will they withdraw soon?
This is World News Tonight, Sunday, brought to you by Tums.